across the entire of South Carolina and beyond. We only work with nonprofit organizations, often acting as an external office of general counsel, working to scale your legal needs to meet your budget while being mindful that we've got to be good stewards to your organization. If you'd like to learn more about the firm, you can visit us through the Consultant Collaborative Directory at the Together SC website, or you can see us at graysonfirm.com. As I was thinking about this morning, I always got to say I owe such a huge debt of gratitude for Together SC and the many friends I've made here over the years. I think I first came to an event in 2006 when the organization was still called Scampo. I've served on the board. I've probably been to over 15 summits right now, and it only gets better. I mean, I only want to keep coming back for more. You know, Ultimately, what's the most important is I've gained so many colleagues from the membership that I'm also grateful to have as close friends now. I really believe in Together SC's power to connect. This is its true power. This is the power of its membership. I've often told Madeline what draws me here is fellowship. It connects me to this community and it's enriched me professionally and personally in so many ways. I think today you're going to be really impressed as you learn more about the benefits of being a member, from the association healthcare plan to the compensation survey to the peer networks and listservs. It's pretty incredible the amount of offerings and how much time it has gone into these benefits. I'd encourage you to take advantage of them and to connect and be a part of this organization. I want to conclude just by saying it's a real pleasure for me to be able to sponsor this gathering this morning and to continue this long-standing partnership. I wish everyone a great meeting. Thank you.
Clay, thank you so much. Thank you for your support and your partnership over the years. All right, moving on. So we're just, Clay referenced a little bit about Together SC. We used to be SCANPO. We've been around for 26 years now. SCANPO is a South Carolina Association of Nonprofits, but Madeline, our president, when she came on board, transitioned us to Together SC because we really are about collaboration and connection. Our cornerstone and keystone event, as Clay spoke about, the summit that's been going on for, I think we've only missed 1 year of the summit, and that was during the COVID years. It's a wonderful 3-day event where this past year we brought more than 800 people together in Columbia, and we're really looking forward to doing that in February of 2024 in North Charleston. I will talk a little bit more about that as we go on, but we currently have more than 700 members, and we're growing and we're excited to serve the nonprofit sector in South Carolina. So this is your team. We are here to serve you. We are a small but mighty team, and we work together. You'll be hearing from each of us today. I am Alana Jordan, your Membership and Development Director. So if you have any specific questions about membership, I'm here to serve you. Your board. This is your 2023 Board of Directors who serves the organization on a regular basis. They're a fantastic team of leaders in the nonprofit sector, and we're so grateful and thankful to have them and their leadership. I want to give a quick thank you to Robin Ezell, John Hart, and Melanie Huggins, who will be rolling off the board this year. Their service has been, we're so grateful for their service over the years, and we will definitely miss them, but we are excited for our new board members who hopefully some of you voted on to become board members. We will welcome for 2024 Dawn Dowden, the Chief Operating Officer for Homes of Help, Andrea Tucker, the CFO for Children's Trust of South Carolina, Stig Rasmussen, who is the Compliance Manager for Fact Forward. They're wonderful. We're so excited to have their leadership on the board as we move forward in 2024. So these are just some of our core values that I wanted to just remind everybody of. I think a lot of times people come to us for governance or compliance questions and issues and things about running a nonprofit, but our core values are about partnering, working in collaboration with others, excellence. We encourage mutual accountability and strive to excel. Equity, we embody and champion diversity, inclusion, and equity. reimagining, we innovate in the face of change, and social impact, we focus on measurable positive impact. And so when we operate every day, we focus on these values as we move forward in our work. So now I'd like to introduce one of our wonderful board members, Nicole Eccles, to talk a little bit about why membership matters. Nicole?
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole Eccles. I am the Director of External Affairs at Hope Health, and I also serve on the board, and I was on the Black Nonprofit Leaders Chair on the peer networks, and I'm passing the baton, but I'm still engaged and involved with Together SC in many ways. I think as a new leader, I did CLS and Carolina Leadership, and it really helped me with the opportunity to meet other people and peers that were doing the same work and figure together in collaboration. Like Alana said, one of their core values is partnership, and that is something that's very important to me. And I can speak to the fact that I have met people across the state. I have worked with people that I would have never, and even when COVID hit and we had to change to a virtual landscape, I met people from across the state. It really broadened my horizons and my ability to work with people in Greenville and Hampton County and do things that really help my organization as a whole. So for me, I would say a membership together, to be a member of Together SC, it doesn't matter if your organization is extremely large or if you are small, as Sherry and I affectionately call pack of paper, and you are working towards getting and starting your nonprofit. Together SC is here for you. There's a lot of services that they can help you with. I think we can go back to helping your nonprofit even get started, and also comp studies, and there is peer networks. Yesterday, I can even speak to, we had an absolute wonderful gathering in Florence, South Carolina for the Development Peer Network Group. So those were there, had an opportunity to meet other people who do the work and share what they've learned and how they do things and how we can collaborate. I mean, we all know, like Together SC, we are all better together. And we all know that if there is something that there is to be shared, we can learn and grow and become stronger within our organization through having effective and creative partnerships. So I just wanted to come on here and just tell you a little bit about why I think Together SC is so important and how it affects me and how important it is. And I think with all things, the membership is only as valuable as you put in the effort to participate. So there's calls, there is gatherings, there are, there's information, there's tools, there's the job board, there's a lot of services that Together SC provides. And you can just go online and research and find and become engaged, network, meet other people, share your story, share what works for you, and realize that, Together SC as an organization is there to support your organization. And we're in this nonprofit sector and we do a lot of things different from the for-profit sector. So we need to share. So I just wanted the opportunity, and I'm grateful to be able to speak. And all of this is genuine. I really am, like, they drink the Kool-Aid. I really do believe in the work. I believe in the staff. I believe in Desmond was there helping us yesterday. Ben, on any question I've ever had, Alana will welcome you as a member. Madeline is there for advice and guidance at all times. So the staff, and Mia Brooke, who I am going to talk to about Asana and death later on, but everyone is there to help you and to help you be great, and I appreciate that. So those are my few minutes that I have to share with you why I think Together SC is important and why membership really does matter.
Nicole, thank you so much, and thank you for your service. We love working with you. Okay. Now I'm going to introduce Desmond White. She's our program and events manager, to talk a little bit, give an update about our peer networks. And all right, Desmond, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Alana. Good morning again, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us. As Alana said, I am Desmond White. I am your programs and events manager. And I am just going to talk to you a little bit about our peer networks. In the sake of this meeting, our peer networks are a key part of your member benefits. They are a benefit to all member organizations and their staff. the peer networks, their original sole purpose is to build the capacity of our members. We do have peer networks that focus on different areas of based on your job or different topic areas like that. The main purpose of these networks is to build the capacity of members and their staff, peer-to-peer learning and networking. With these peer networks, there are events, there are learning opportunities, networking opportunities. And if you're interested in joining any of these networks, you can do so through your member compass. You can join all or one or whichever specific peer networks fit your interests best. And on your screen right now, you will see your peer network leadership team chairs and your staff liaison. If you are ever interested in the peer networks or have questions, please feel free to reach out to either your staff liaison or me. We can get you to the right person if we are not the person you need to be speaking with. We have a lot of new upcoming new announcements involving the peer networks, and I will pass it back over to Alana.
Okay, yeah, as Desmond said, we have some updates to talk about. You may have already heard, but now I'm going to bring in Ben Bullock, our COO and Vice President, to talk a little bit about what we have planned right now and what we're working on for your peer networks. Ben?
Hey, so hello everyone. When we started, so some of the peer networks like Advocacy Allies and the Black Nonprofit Leaders Group have actually been running for a couple of years now. Started a little bit earlier, maybe 4 years ago. And then about 2 years ago, we added the rest of the peer networks to the collection. And we're reaching the end of that 2-year period from when we started most of these peer networks. And so we decided, evaluation is a best practice. It's something you should do. You should always take a look at your programs and make sure that they're working. And so we asked our peer network leaders and some of our peer network members, what are you getting out of it? What are you coming to it for? Why are you interested in joining these peer networks? And here's what we heard, a little bit to our surprise. Well, maybe not really to our surprise, but 93% of you said, I joined the peer network because I want to exchange information and ideas with my professional colleagues. Only 49% said that you were looking for career, professional, and leadership development opportunities. And the peer networks up to that point have been focusing more on professional development and not as much on the individual networking and connections. And so we said as staff and our board and with our peer network leadership teams to say, let's pivot. And so we're going to pivot a little bit. We're still, of course, going to do professional development and leadership development opportunities. That's our bread and butter, of course. But we're adding something new to the peer network equation. And if we can go to the next slide. And what that is we're going to focus on creating online communities through ListServs. And so and some of you may say, oh no, ListServs, that's where you get emails from a whole bunch of people that you're not interested in. That's not what we're going for here. What we're going for here is a platform for you to access your colleagues who are doing similar work to you, access colleagues who may have knowledge that you're looking for, and heck, you may have knowledge that your colleagues are looking for. And so through these listservs, which will be well moderated by the staff and by the leadership team members, we can start conversations and create a community based on our peer network. So if you're involved in public policy direction, then you may want to join the Advocacy Allies listserv. If you're involved in finance and operations and human resources, and you're looking for resources on how to do that better, and you want to quiz your colleagues on it, you can join the operations peer network listserv. And there are going to be others. And so we're building out these networks, and we're hoping we'll be launching them a little bit later this summer. And then I think that's it for me. Let's just check the next slide to make sure. Oh yes. Okay, so these peer networks, we're going to be using groups.io for the platform for at least this first year. And so we'll have discussion forums. You can log in, you can see the topics that are on there, but you can also just access them from your email. And you may say to yourself, well, I don't want an email every single time somebody says something. You can set it up so that you just get a daily digest and you get one email a day or one email a week that says, hey, here's what's been discussed. And you can click in that email and find the topic that you're looking for. Then we'll also have a platform in there for sharing resources as people share articles and topics and templates. Those will be added into a resource library. And of course, you'll be able to see the directory of members who are a part of that network. So we're going to be building that out as we go on. Now, where did we get this idea from? Well, we had already started a listserv some years ago. Our executive directors and CEOs, we didn't create a peer network for them because, they're very busy folks and they just wanted a listserv. So we created a listserv some years ago. And because that listserv has been so successful, we said, hey, why not share the fun with everyone? So I want to ask Dawn Darby, who's a dear friend, and executive director of the Therapy Place here in Columbia, to tell us a little bit more about how she's gotten value out of the executive director and CEO listserv.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am Dawn Darby. I'm the executive director of the Therapy Place. We're in Forest Acres. We have about 25 staff and about a $1.7 million budget. We serve children with special needs with programs and services. Just to kind of give you a background, but the folks that I've met on the listserv are all over the map. So that just gives you my background. But I think the Carolina Leadership seminars was where this kind of came out of. I think I was on the inaugural one of those, and we didn't want the conversations to end. We didn't want the camaraderie to end. So that listserv, I think, was born around that time. And what Ben was saying about many emails coming in, every time I see one come in from that listserv, I jump on it because I want to know. A lot of times there's a question being answered that I didn't even know I had. But the benefits of it, I would say, is you get immediate response. So we can all end up working in silos in these nonprofits that we're, focused on our programs, on our content. And a lot of times, if you're like me, you don't have a lot of administrative staff. So a lot of my staff is working on the day-to-day programs and serving our clients, so to speak. So I'm looking for peer-to-peer support to say, hey, especially during COVID, a great example of what's everybody doing with time off when they have to take time off for COVID. Are you making them take sick leave, or what policies are you developing? So constantly we are sending out questions, what are your board responsibilities? And literally within 5 minutes, you've got 5 responses, 5 actual documents everyone is willing to share, down to their actual, what their policies are. It's a very, because it's vetted by Together SC, everyone feels confident and comfortable to share kind of their secrets of the trade. And so I have, sometimes it may not be a question that I have right then, but I will save that document and look back at it later. Someone was asking, like I said recently, about what do you require from your board as far as financial commitments? And so people shared those documents. I saved them. I'm going to review them and maybe share them with my board chair, but it is a constant incoming of information. Like I said, I have submitted many a question and gotten immediate response. I've developed friendships with the others on the listserv and had offshoot conversations. So I don't know what I'd do without it, because they're my brain space on a daily. So I appreciate the opportunity to get to speak about it. And if you have any questions, please let me know.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dawn, so much for talking about the way that you've worked with the CEO listserv. And we really hope that everyone else in their roles have that same safe space as we're moving forward. And we've been hearing that's what people want. So here we are, we're going to deliver. And I think our time frame, we're hoping to launch this so that you can all sign up in the beginning of August. So look for that, look for those links and emails as we send that out. And we'll talk a little bit more about communications and where you can get that all that information about the listservs as we move forward. So now we're going to kind of jump into, sorry, I jumped over that slide really quick. All the other member benefits, and I'm going to bring Ben back in to talk first and foremost about our association healthcare plan.
I could talk about this association healthcare plan all day long, because when Together SC, when ScanPo was first founded 27 years ago now, is it? One of the tasks assigned to the new organization was create an association healthcare plan, and the regulatory environment at that time made it impossible until just a couple of years ago. And so in 2021, we began the conversations about starting our own association plan. And in January of 2022, we launched that plan with medical, dental, and vision coverage from Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina. And we've been able to add this year term life, accidental death and dismemberment, short-term and long-term disability coverage from Mutual of Omaha. So we've got a whole series of benefits for you and your staff that can help you recruit and retain your key important employees. And the only requirements for this right now, well, the major requirements for this right now is that you do have to have at least 2 full-time employees. And if you do, then they both need to be participating. If you've got more than 2 employees, we do need at least 50 to 60% participation in order for it to work. But the way you get in on that association plan, there's a form on our website on togethersc.org. And if you fill out that form, that goes directly to David Slade with Marsh McLennan, who's our broker. He'll get that information, reach back out to you and give you a call and start the process. It can take a couple of months from the initial call to getting a quote and getting you onboarded into the plan. But I'm excited to say we've got 28 organizations in the plan now. We're almost to 250 employees covered, and it just keeps growing. Blue Cross Blue Shield says it's the fastest growing association plan in their portfolio right now. We've also partnered with Mutual of America for their retirement options, 401ks and 403bs, that ordinarily they would charge some administrative fees for, but because nonprofits are awesome and our members are wonderful, they have agreed to waive those fees. So if you're interested, if you don't have a retirement plan set up right now, it's just a little something extra you can offer to your employees. Employer contributions are not required, although employer contributions are a great way to increase the benefit to your employees. So you may want to start thinking about how you can work that into your budget in the next couple of years. But check out our website on there. There's a form that will connect you with Blake Meharg at Mutual of America. Is Blake on with us? He may not be. Darn, I was hoping we'd get him to chat for a minute about Mutual of America, but Blake is ready to hear from you. He's also told me he's had great success, signed on at least 10 new organizations this year with retirement plans with Mutual of America, and he is ready to talk to you. We also have an employee assistance program. So that's a program where you can access additional coverage that might not be covered by the association plan. For example, counseling sessions, life coaching sessions, you name it, they can probably get it for you. And so that plan is very affordable. It's just a couple of bucks per employee per month. And you can sign up for that on the Together SC website as well. And student loan forgiveness assistance, we've got a partnership with Savvy, and they can help you help your employees get their student loans in order and get your employees on track to take advantage of public service loan forgiveness. I know that's something I could have used, but I have hit my 10-year point now, and I have submitted my application for student loan forgiveness, and I'm waiting with my fingers crossed to hear back from the Department of Education. But your employees can take advantage of a little extra help in that from Savvy. And then finally, we've got our compensation and benefit study we conducted last year. And if we'll go to the next slide. We've got that 2022 report and the data from that available. You can find it on our website. And if you're a member and you participated in that study, you can get it for free. If you're a member and you didn't participate in that study, it's just $75, very affordable for the amount of data that's in there. And if you're not a member, it's $375. So it's really worth it to be a member to get that report. And our dear friend Mary Dell Hayes has been hitting the road over the past year to explain in local workshops to talk about the compensation and benefits study. We just had a do-it-yourself position and grading and pay equity assessments session just last week or the week before. The recording for that is on our YouTube channel, as is the recordings for many of our professional development and learning opportunities we've had over the last couple of years. I encourage you to check that out. And then going forward, we're partnering with the Employers Network in the Upstate and the College of Charleston to conduct a more in-depth benefits survey this fall, which will lead into a more comprehensive compensation survey for 2024. So get excited. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep surveying, and we're going to keep getting that data for you so that you can stay on top of the trends in compensation and benefits so that you can retain your excellent and wonderful employees and fulfill your mission. And I think that's it.
All right. Yeah, Ben, thank you so much. I don't know if Blake, do you want to see if Blake, were you able to join us?
Does not look like it.
Okay. All right. Well, Ben went over that benefit, and so we're happy to have that. I think he was traveling, so it might have been hard for him to get on today. So what I'm going to do now is take a few minutes. I'm going to change the screen here and go to our website, and I'm going to navigate you through the website a little bit just to show you. Sorry. Give me a minute. Figure out how to do that. Hold on. Stop share. I'm going to navigate through the website a little bit to show you where you can find these things on the website. And so we talked a lot about our benefits. So this is our homepage on our website. My favorite two menu options here are Join Connect, because this is where you're going to see our member benefits. You can come over here, the association health plans there, the group retirement plans there, all of these. Those links that Ben was talking about, Madeline's been busy, our president and CEO. We haven't had a chance for her to be on. She's kind of coming on last, but she's been busy in the chat. So make sure to say hi to her and put your questions in the chat, but she's put some of these links into the chat as well. This is our association healthcare plan. You'll scroll down here, and right here is this interest form on that page if you're going to want to get more information. And that's the same with the group retirement plan. And I just want to make sure everyone's seeing the screen now. You could just nod. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. We also have a career center where you can do job postings. As part of your membership, you get one free job posting a year. And after that, it's I think $49 per posting a year as a member. It's a great resource. People get a lot of applications, and I always tell people, if anyone's looking for a job in the nonprofit sector, they know to go to our website. That's kind of when I first came out of college and we were still ScanPo. I often went to the website to look for jobs right out of college. and knew that that was a place to go to find them. And that's how I found my job with Together SC as well. So I've been using that for years, but it's a great resource for you as well. We have our consultant collaborative directory. So if you need services and are looking for someone to help support you, you can come to this directory here. And there's a whole list of folks that you can tap into who are part of our network. And you can do a search by the service. Right here, you put a keyword in and look for what you're looking for. So I just want to make sure you all are aware of that as well. Peer networks, as Desmond, I want to show you all that this is where you're going to go to find out more information about the peer networks, and that CEO ListServ to sign up for that is right here. So you'll click here and sign up here for that. This is restricted. Your title in your profile, which we'll go to the profiles in a minute and I'll show you that, has to be like CEO or executive director for you to be eligible to be in this specific listserv. And so just make sure that that's clear. And we're going to go to your member compass now and talk to you a little bit about that. So join Connect, your member compass. So you may not be aware that you have a profile that you can update and put your picture. Your company and organization has a profile, and you also have a profile. So if you have management access, you can update your company profile, but this is going to be your profile. And here we encourage everyone to fill out their information because you can, once you join a peer network, will be in those directories and connect in that way. And profiles are just another way to connect with each other through this directory or through these directories. And I'll show you those directories in a moment. But so go in, we encourage you all to fill out this information, upload a photo for you, and you can also do your company as well with this member compass if you have the management access. If you don't and you want it, contact us and we can assign that access, or somebody in your group should have the management access and they can do that for you. But here you could go in and then edit your company profile, which we encourage you all to do that too. You can also pay invoices through here. You'll have all the events that you've ever attended will be connected in here. So this is kind of your way to learn. And you can, so if you have questions accessing that, you can send an email to me or through our contact request and we'll get that all figured out. I can send you a password reset button, things like that. But it's important to always be logged in because you get access to more web pages than if you're not logged in. There's some of these pages are member restricted. And so you're not going to see them if you're not logged into the Member Compass portal. So another thing I want to just touch base, another really good place to go under Learn, our knowledge calendar is at the top. This is where we're going to post all of our upcoming events and where you can come and look and see what we have planned, click on them, register for them, and to learn more about the events. So that's an important one to know about. And under this Learn, all these tabs here, one that I send a lot of people to is this resource tab right here. We have a whole host of resources on this page for you. So in addition to, if the listserv that we're going to have, you can come here and look and see if what you're looking for is on this page as well. So just wanted to pull up the website, show you all that. Make sure that you know where to find these things on the website and to be logged into your member compass so that you're aware of that, because I found that sometimes people don't always know where to go to find the things that we need. So we're going to go back to the presentation now. Are you looking at the presentation? No. Okay, sorry, hold on one second. Let's try that again. Hold on, it disappeared from me. Oh, here we go. Bear with me, I'll be right there.
I'll just, while she's doing that, I want to make a note for everyone. As to why when Alana says, hey, it's better to stay logged in. If you are logged in and you go to register for an event and it still won't let you register for the event, it may be that your organization's member dues are still open. So if your member dues are past due, the system will not let you register for an upcoming event until your member dues have been brought up to date. So that's always a good thing to check. If you see when you go to register for an event and it's like saying, oh, wait, you can't register right now, check with us, check with me, or check with Alana, or check with a Together SC staff member, and we'll see if your member dues are up for renewal.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. So now we're going to introduce our newest addition to our team, Brooke Robertson, who is our new Director in Marketing of Communications. We're thankful. She's been working with us for several years as a consultant and came on full-time staff just a few weeks ago. So Brooke, I'm going to let you talk about our communications for a few minutes.
Thank you, Alana, and I'm excited to be with Together SC full-time and ready to get to work. I just want to let you guys know how you can stay in the know and share your news and show off your membership in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you're following Together SC on social media. We're active on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And also make sure you're subscribed to For Good Connections, and being connected to those things. You can then share your news with me, and I can share those out through our channels and on For Good Connections. So you can tag Together SC on social media or use our hashtags Together SC or LS for Good, and that will give me a ping on social so I can share your news or your upcoming learning opportunities. And we can also collect your news and learning opportunities and feature them in For Good Connections as well. And I will let you know. I've just put a few links in the chat so that you can follow us on social and learn how to submit news in For Good Connections. And then lastly, you can download your member badge. That is the little circle badge on the slide that you see. You can put that at the footer of your website so that everyone can know that you're a proud member of Together SC. And you get extra credit if you link your member profile to that badge on your website. So I'm excited to get to know you guys and elevate your mission. My email is here at the bottom, so feel free to reach out to me anytime. Thanks.
Thank you, Brooke. And we're so excited to have you as part of the team. She's already doing so much amazing work, making our presentations look better than we ever could. So we appreciate you being part of the team. Okay, we talked a little bit about it at the top of the hour. And I forgot to mention at the top of the event that we are going to be giving away a registration to our 2024 nonprofit summit that will be in North Charleston this year at the end. So just bear with us for a few more minutes. You will need to be in attendance, but we're excited to be able to give you all 1 3-day registration. Not all of you, but one of you will be a lucky winner. So keep staying on, but this is going to be a wonderful summit. We've got wonderful things planned for it. We have an amazing committee that is working on it and in process. So stay tuned for more information about that as we move forward. In the fall, we'll really start pushing out a lot more information, but mark your calendars, plan to join us and be there in North Charleston for 2024. And again, usually we're used to having this in March. We are doing February this year. So make a special note of that, because I know a lot of you are like, first week of March is usually the summit, but it is February 21st through 23rd, which is a slight change from what you all are used to. So just take special note of that as well. So now I wanted to introduce Lynn. Lynn, are you here? Lynn McCollum Lasher, hopefully saying that right.
Yes.
is a member, and she's, been really active and involved. And I just wanted her to speak for a few minutes about her membership and kind of give a little testimonial to how it's helped her and her organization.
Thanks, Alana. I appreciate the opportunity to help you guys out. You have been so helpful for me. So you asked me a few specific questions. How did I first get connected with Together SC? And I started my organization in 2021, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I was researching everything I could find on the web, and I found Ben Bullock, and I left him a message. And he called me in 2021, and he talked to me for probably an hour. And I was just so impressed that he had all this knowledge that he was so willing to share. And he did tell me it was a little bit early for me to be connecting with you guys. And he recommended that when things were more established, I get back on and join, which I did in March of 2022. And I have been so happy to be a member of Together SC ever since then. So what have I found to be the most beneficial part of my membership? Man, where do I get started? The leadership development course that I was able to take with you guys last year was incredibly helpful because, like I said, I really didn't know what I was doing. And I had a board that I had put together. I kind of looked up all the pieces and knew what I was supposed to have, but I didn't really comprehend all the working pieces of it and what the best way was to have a good functioning foundation for moving forward. So that leadership development opportunity was super helpful. I went home after the first session and revamped my whole board, and have been working hard to get all of our platforms in place based on the foundation that I was given at those meetings. I also met so many people there that have been helpful for the development of the organization as well. The summit was so full of opportunities for learning, opportunities to connect, opportunities to go to the State House and talk with our representatives and see what was going on there. And it just felt so exciting to be part of all of that. And I gained so much knowledge and so many connections from my 3 days there. I'll be definitely excited about the one in February that's right around the corner from my house. So super happy about that one. The other thing that I've really benefited from with my membership is all of the classes, not only the live classes that are offered, but that the resource tab where you can go and pull up anything that you need. You guys have a class for absolutely everything. So anytime I'm like looking to add a new board member or write a business, not a business, write a job description, I can go on there and pull up resources that help me with those things. So it's been really nice to have that as an option as well. The other thing, what is your advice to new members? Dive right in. There is no better resource available for anybody who's trying to build a nonprofit organization in South Carolina than Together SC. Everybody is so friendly, so helpful. All the resources are there for your use. Might need a little bit of help navigating them. I loved the walking us through the use of the website, Alana. That was really helpful. But just the Allies for Good motto really captures the purpose of Together SC, and I am so happy to be a member of your organization and to have found you. So the last question is a new one. Tell us about your experience as a Carolina Leadership Seminar participant. It was amazing. I talked about it a little bit already because that was one of my the most beneficial things as part of my membership. But getting together with that group of cohorts and hearing everybody talk about their perspectives and all around the state, what things are happening around there and how everybody is dealing with all of the different things that are just unexpected things that you're going to come up with when you're starting a new nonprofit. It was just nice to hear all of the talk back and the discussions, and loved the Weathers group. They were fabulous. Charles and Rita were so helpful. So I think that's about anything else you wanted me to say about the Carolina leadership?
No, I think that's fantastic. Thank you so much for being part of the group and being so involved. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of our members. So thank you so much, and thank you for speaking today.
Thank you for me.
Yeah, so the Carolina Leadership Seminars is a program that we do from August to December. It's one meeting a month. It's a 4-hour long meeting, and lunch is included, and it's usually on a Friday. And it is for executive directors who've been in their role for 5 years or less. And as Lynn said, it's a phenomenal program that is facilitated by the Weathers Group. We are currently accepting applications for that program. It will close soon and we'll start to notify people. So if that's something you're interested in, I think Madeline has already put it in the chat, but if somebody wants to put the link again, if one of the staff could do that, then it'll be right there. It's a wonderful program, and I encourage anybody who is a new executive director to participate in that, as Lynn said. So thank you, Lynn. We appreciate you. So now it's time. We want to hear from you. We are here to serve you. This is your organization and you are the members. So I know there's been a lot of questions in the chat. And I'm also going to bring in Madeline to kind of, oh, hold on. Sorry.
Hello,
Madeline,
everyone.
yeah, there she is. And Madeline, our president and CEO.
Great job, Alana. Great job, team. And so nice to have so many of you with us whom I do not know. And that is something we would like to change because the more you put into it, the more you get out of Together SC, the more we know about you and what you need, the more we can be of assistance to you. So I'd like to encourage two things. I'd like to encourage sharing in the chat. If there's anything where you go, wow, this really resonated, that sounds like something helpful. We always love kudos, right? But if there's something that wasn't quite clear enough, particularly on the technology part or when and how, please put those questions in there. And then just anyone that's got an idea about how we can strengthen your engagement in this network. We have about 5 or 10 minutes, Alana, is that correct?
Yes.
Good job keeping us on schedule. I see Cecilia from Florence and Lighthouse Ministries is on. She's been with us for forever. So Cecilia, is there anything that we left out that you think is such a big part of why you've been such a loyal member?
Wow, Marilyn, thanks for calling me out this morning. No, I appreciate everybody. They've had some great points. Yeah, anybody I meet that has a nonprofit, I say you need to look on Together SC. Even if you don't become members, you need to go to their website, check out all the resources. They have everything and anything you may have a question about. And if not, you can always reach out to them. In fact, I have a new team member on today, Christian Reason. She just started Monday, and we've already been to a Together SC event together at the PD at Hope Health. Thank you, Nicole and Charlie, for that. But I'm calling her and texting her while we're on here saying, you got to sign up for this, you got to sign up for that. So, because those resources, I don't have the time nor the knowledge to get her up and running, but Together SC does, and I appreciate all that. Thank you, Marilyn.
Well, that's a good point. Two things that stick out. One is, for a long time, Together SC really just worked with the CEOs, and then we realized that's boring. Come on, and so that's part of why we created the peer networks. But we do know that sometimes the CEOs and their craziness to get things done might forget to tell the rest of the staff what the benefits are, or to encourage you to sign up for things. So if you're CEO and you're on this call, please share the resources with your team. And if you're not a CEO, but a team member, please tell the rest of your team and tell your CEO that there's work for everyone to get involved with. So, and the other thing that it reminds me of is that while this call is focused on our nonprofit members, the reason we changed the name is because we're not just nonprofits. There are plenty of allies for good in this work, particularly our consulting partners. And I think I saw Heather on here somewhere. I don't know if she's still there or not, but Heather, I'd love to get your thoughts on how the consultants work in with this. Clay spoke a little bit about it. And our philanthropic partners. We have many of the community foundations, the United Ways, the private foundations. We work very closely with them, as well as our corporate philanthropic partners. And then we're looking to build out our partnership with academic institutions, because we are not the only ones offering professional development opportunities, and with the government, because we know that the collaborations we do with our governmental partners is key as well. So if you're not a nonprofit, if you fall into one of those other categories and we didn't really cover the benefits for you as a member, please stay after class or reach out to one of us individually and let us know, because we do aim to serve everyone. So let's see. Casey, what'd you say? Oh, yes, welcome. That's you. Good. It's actually Christian. I see. You've got it down as Casey.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It got setting her up this morning, kind of got mixed everything up, but we are working on that.
We know how that goes. We have been doing Zoom for 3 years and we still manage to have kerfuffles. So anything else guys want to share? Questions? Wow. Maybe we answered all your questions.
Maybe we did. Well, and again, you can reach out to any of us. We have a contact form on the website. If you have questions, those will go to, I think those will go to me, and we can always follow up from there as well. But, reach out to us. We are here for you, and we can answer your questions in that way as well. So we've talked about all the resources we have. We've had folks come and give some testimonials. So now it's time for you to get connected. So come to one of these upcoming events. This is membership month. We're doing this meeting today in celebration of that, to celebrate you, our members, and getting connected and involved. So join us for one of these upcoming events. At June 20th, we have partnered with Central Carolina Community Foundation. No, I'm sorry, June 22nd, we've partnered with Central Carolina Community Foundation here in Columbia for nonprofit cheer meetup. It's an in-person event. You don't have to be a member to attend. From 4 to 6. I encourage you to register, join us, which is going to be a nice little happy hour here. Come and meet us in person. We would love to do that, to have the opportunity to meet you before the summit in Charleston. So, and all these events are in that.
Heather and I will be there for sure, right? The one in Charleston?
In Charleston, yes. There's also the Better Together in Charleston. Sorry. And then some of these other events are virtual that you can come to from your computer. So we would love to have you at any or all of these. And
Alana, just to clarify, the June 12th and the August ones are consultant collaborative trainings. It's primarily for people that are either offering consulting services or thinking about getting into the business. Because we know we've got a lot of former nonprofit professionals who go out into consulting as a way to stay engaged, but maybe not work quite as hard or maybe harder. So Clay's doing one of those calls. But anyway, in Columbia, in Charleston, we'd love to see you this month.
Yes. And so get connected, come to one of our events, join a peer network that we talked about today. You can join those through your member compass. And there's information on our website about that. Engage your team. A lot of times when we're looking at member records, it's just the executive director that's listed. Make sure everyone on your team has a profile and an account. And then that account will stay with them if they're with you for 5 years and move on somewhere else, or they become an executive director themselves. And we can update that in our system, but it's good for everyone on your team to have an account and get involved and engaged. If you have a friend who's a nonprofit member or a nonprofit and they're not involved, invite them. We want to grow and serve all the nonprofits in the state. As Brooke mentioned, display that member decal on your website if you can. And if you are not a member and just want to kind of be keyed in, you can register for Good Connections and get that. It comes out every other Tuesday. It went out just yesterday, so the next one will be 2 weeks from now. And then just make sure that you have us as an approved, because we do send that from MailChimp and sometimes it might not go into your main inbox. So just make sure that we're an approved person on your list so that it goes into the right contact. But that is going to have all the information about all of our upcoming events, as Brooke mentioned. All right, so now is the moment we've been waiting for, our wheels of names to give away our 2024 Summit registration. Brooke, can you take over for a minute and help us with that? All right. You're on mute, Brooke.
Can you see my screen, the wheel of names? Maybe.
There we go. Yes.
Okay. All right, are we ready? Drum roll, please.
But you have to be here to attend, so we might have to do this a few times to see. All right.
Is Tanya on the call?
Let's see. Is Tanya?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't see her. All right.
All right, we're gonna remove her and go again.
The wheel spins a little slowly on my end, but I can see that it's spinning.
Tom on the call.
I see Tom on the call. Tom, can you just clarify, say hello?
Hey, everybody.
All right, Tom, you have won registration to the 2024 Nonprofit Summit. Congratulations.
Awesome. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Can you put your email address in the chat just to make sure that we have your information? Or
I certainly will. Madeline has it for
Oh,
sure.
okay. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Perfect. All right. I'm just saying, so that's what we have. I want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you to Clay Grayson and Grayson Law Firm for sponsoring this event today. It's 10:58, so you get 2 minutes back of your time this morning. Again, we are here for you, so that and if we ever have any questions for us, know that we're here. So thank you very much from all of us.